Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Talk, where tonight we kick it off with action on the NXT side of things from Daytona Beach, Florida, as here comes Apollo Crews seeking his first win here in this series. Apollo Crews needs a big win. Let's see if we can get it to kick us off live on Dark this evening. Gonna be a fun one, folks, here tonight.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Benue State, Nigeria, weighing in at 241 pounds, Apollo Crews!
What a way to start us off, Apollo Crews. Been a while since we saw this superstar. The last time we have seen him, it was in an episode of Dark, losing to Gallus' Joe Coffey. So not the best record for Crews. He has lost every match he's been in, but tonight a chance for a big win on the NXT side of things in Daytona Beach, Florida. And it's a huge opportunity for this superstar. The crowd is hyped up, ready for this episode of WWE Dark, as this is WWE 2K24 Universe Mode episode 265. Very close to WrestleMania, folks. Just over 2 weeks away. You don't want to miss the grandest stage in them all. You don't want to miss this incredible matchup, because here comes the opponent of Apollo tonight.
Weighing in at 165 pounds, Dragon Lee!
Here comes the high-flying Dragon Lee, the opponent of Crews tonight. Going to have a fun contest with these two men, as these two are very respectful individuals. So these two are just going to have a very fun matchup, a sportsmanship match. These two superstars going to have a hell of a fight tonight on Dark. Going to be awesome, man. Let's waste no further time and get straight into the action. Apollo Crews, Dragon Lee kicking us off live on the NXT side of things from Daytona Beach, Florida, on WWE Dark. Here we go, man. Let's get to work. And here we go then, Dragon Lee ready for the action. Apollo Crews gonna put on for a hell of a clinic today to kick us off. And the crowd is ready for this one, cannot wait. Dragon Lee, Apollo Crews on WWE Dark. Both these superstars want big wins in the series. Dragon Lee in the series of his challenge for Cruiserweight Championship Gold, North American Championship Gold. Apollo Crews never challenged for gold here in this WWE 2K24 Universe Mode series. Maybe it's his time to break out through the glass ceiling and get a massive win over the operation that is Dragon Lee. Crews, look at the strength here. Gorilla Press. The matchup officially underway from NXT official Rod Zapata. Moonsault! Got him! Off the Gorilla Press cover. Only a one. And Dragon Lee able to power out. Apollo Crews, overhand shot, went for it. Hurricane Rana by Dragon Lee. There's Dragon Lee, and another drop kick, this time in the chest of Apollo Crews. The Dragon, another running in with a Hurricane Run. Dragon Lee, an incredible talent, high-flying superstar, just going crazy all the way over the ring every single time we see this superstar in action. And he's going to fly here. It's Crews on the outside. Tope suicide by Dragon Lee. Through a caution to win here on Dark. We're getting close to, of course, the NXT equivalent of WrestleMania, which would be the NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. We know that we'll see a 20-man Rumble match, where the winner will go on to WrestleMania, a challenge for the NXT Championship against the winner of Carmelo Hayes and Oba Femi in the main event of TakeOver Stand and Deliver. And that could be either one of Dragon Lee or Apollo Crews, who could go on to win the matchup. A huge win for either superstar. Could go on to WrestleMania, get a massive matchup against NXT champ. Whoever walks into WrestleMania as that champ. Apollo, two standing shooting star presses of his own. It's Dragon done it earlier on. Apollo in the corner, Dragon Lee sitting out. Look at that for a big kick by Apollo Crews. Got the leg. Crews now, oh, look at this. Saw this before, look at the strength of Apollo. Deadlift German, bridging pin now, cover. Only a one. Dragon Lee able to kick you out. Oh man. Apollo top rope. Dragon, nice shot. Apollo, nice shot at the top. And Apollo got him on the clothesline. Got him there, and Cruz now heading up once more. Another elbow drop. Look at Apollo. He's on fire tonight. Cover again. Legs hook, shoulders down. Another 2 count. Another near fall. The action this past week on NXT was a hell of a fun night to be had. Tiffany Stratton, the new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. She will now face Lara Valkyria one-on-one at TakeOver Stand and Deliver for the NXT Women's title. Is right now Dragon Lee, Mexican Destroyer, folding Apollo Crews like an accordion. In for the cover now, hooking the legs, shoulders down, 2 count on Apollo, and a very close near fall. Crews able to kick out the Destroyer. Somehow able to survive as Apollo that time. And Dragon Lee kicking him out of the corner again. We love to see Dragon Lee fly. That's exactly what we're going to see in this one. It's Dragon Lee to the top. The beautiful Poison Rana. The Frankensteiner off the top of the crowd, showing their appreciation, saying this contest is awesome indeed. And a Dragon top, Dragon fly, and the Dragon flies off the top. Big splash, cover on Cruz for the win. 2-0. Of course, that's still the North American title ladder match, which will be going down at TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Austin Theory going to be defending against Ilya Dragunov, Damian Priest, and 3 other superstars. Perhaps Dragon Lee or Apollo Crews can cement themselves into that contest. Of course, the Cruiserweight title also going to be on the line at Stand and Deliver. Crews does not fit into that category, but Dragon Lee certainly does. He's challenged a couple of times for the Cruiserweight title against former champion Ilya Dragunov. And JD McDonough. It's a triple threat match with Dragunov did win the title, including JD, the champion at the time, and Dragon Lee at TakeOver Great American Bash, which secured Dragunov the title. But right now it's Cruz in control, as he certainly could be a Cruiserweight superstar with that. Tope con Hilo to the outside, taking out Dragon Lee. And a big friendly contest to kick us off between Cruz and Lee. But there's no friends when it comes to victories. Cruz looking to seek out his first of the series. Top rope goes Apollo, flies and West missing the elbow. Swinging a miss, dragging off the ropes. Went for the Hurricane Rana, didn't get it. And it was Apollo Cruz, nice shot. Countered, rolls through, it's dragging, and there's that bicycle nice straight right on the nose of Apollo Cruz. Cover, hooking the legs, shoulders down there. Dragon Lee for the victory. 2, almost had him. Kick out by Apollo Cruz. And Dragon Lee, man, oh man. Went for that big time maneuver. Dragon missing it. And now it's Apollo coming from behind. And now a German suplex. Dragon went for that double axe out from the middle rope. Apollo catching him with a German. Went for a second connect. And now getting the third and final German suplex of the contest. Here's the cover now, shooting the half. Hooking the leg, shoulders down. Cruz for a massive win. Hero on top for his first of the series. Dragon gonna kick out. Dragon Lee surviving. Somehow, some way. What action? Tonight on Dark, Cruz heading back up to the top. Loving to fly as Apollo. There's a massive splash. Can Apollo Cruz get the win? 2-0. Mention Apollo, not a Cruiserweight superstar, but certainly could be if he wanted to. Because he's putting out all the stops against Dragon Lee tonight. The shooting star presses, the splashes off the top, the dives to the outside, the moonsaults from the springboards. Apollo Cruz on fire. And the shooting stars, the cover. Kick out! Again, Dragon staying in it, man. Both these superstars want to be a part of Stand Deliver, whether it's a part of the Battle Royal, whether it's a part of the ladder match, or whether it's a part of the Cruiserweight title showdown, that being Dragon Lee, because Apollo doesn't fit the bill. But certainly Apollo showing where he should be fitting the bill. Apollo Crews with an incredible springboard dive on the outside, but Dragon with an incredible springboard dive on the inside. Gordon with a splash to the lower back off the springboard, and Dragon out the corner with Operation Dragon on Cruz. Lee in for the cover now in the centre of the ring, hooking the leg, shoulders down on Cruz. Shoulders down, scoring 2, and a kick out by Apollo. Wow. What action here on Dark. We're back live on WWE Dark from the NXT side of things. In Daytona Beach, Florida, Apollo Crews massive clothesline. Dark in the line. And a Cruz got on the clothesline. And here comes Apollo now. Firing up on all cylinders. But it's Dragon Lee back into it. And Dragon with a German suplex. Off the bridge. from the top, and a massive splash as he flies for the second time in the contest. Dragon Lee to put this one to rest, but it's Apollo headbutt right in the face of Dragon. Wanting a breakout through the glass ceiling of both these superstars. Who's going to get the opportunity to do it? It could be Dragon Lee with a second. Operation Dragon of the matchup. Dragon needs to capitalize. Can he do it? Cruz is hurting Dragon Lee. Also in agony. One arm draped over Apollo. Will that be enough for the win too? No, Apollo's going to kick out again. And perhaps the momentary hesitation because Dragon Lee to not have the win just yet. Apollo getting that shoulder up. He couldn't get to the pin just right there. So Apollo gonna make sure he stays in it. But right now, Dragon with more clotheslines and gonna sweep the leg of Apollo Crews. And here comes Dragon Lee now on fire. Gonna pick up Apollo and gonna put on the pastures now. There's the bicycle knee again. And thanks for coming, Apollo Crews. Dragon Lee out of the corner with Operation Dragon. Got him. Cover. Leg hook. Shoulders down. There's two. Dragon Lee victorious here on Dark to kick it off this evening. My God. What a matchup. What a win for Dragon Lee here tonight. Dragon Lee wanting to get himself to winning ways, wants to get some gold, whether it's the North American title, whether it's the NXT title, whether it's the Cruiserweight title. He wants gold here in the NXT brand, but unfortunately for Apollo Crews, it's another defeat for the resilient star. But he definitely did show his resilience today, kicking out of two Operation Dragons, but falling short to the third and final blow. The third was the charm for Dragon Lee, as Lee victorious in the opening contest from the NXT side of things. He won Dark live from Daytona Beach, Florida. Hell of a matchup to kick it off, and congratulations to Dragon Lee. But still to come tonight, your main event of the evening from the SmackDown side of things. It's main event Jey Uso. A cup to the ring by Big Jim. Jimmy Uso taking on one half of the Hardy brothers, Matt Hardy, with Jeff by his side. That's later in your main event from the SmackDown side of things. But up next, on the Raw side from Indianapolis, or not from Indianapolis, rather from Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's former Women's World Champion Alexa Bliss battling Naomi, and it's next live on WWE Dark. Here comes the former Women's World Champion then. Little Miss Bliss herself, Alexa Bliss, has arrived. Losing that Women's World title at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event to the Queen of the Ring winner, Kairi Sane of the Kabuki Warriors. Kairi was a hell of a opponent for Bliss and has been a hell of a champion. She will head into WrestleMania defending her title against a woman she knows very well, and the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, full on Io, getting a huge victory in the Women's Elimination Chamber matchup in Perth, Australia at No Way Out a number of weeks back. But it's time for Alexa Bliss to see if she can get back on track as the series is coming to an end. And we're going to pour it tonight as a big one. Time to feel the glow in Minneapolis, Minnesota for your penultimate contest tonight on Dark of episode 265 of this Universe Mode series. It's Naomi. Naomi's here, ready for action, ready for war against Alexa Bliss. I believe these two have never actually faced off with each other before, so first ever matchup here live on Dark between these two Monday Night Raw combatants. Naomi had a bunch of opportunities. The Women's World title came up short in her efforts. Alexa Bliss, of course, we know, a former Women's World Champion, beating Becky Lynch back at King of the Ring back in April at the end of that month, and then of course losing it at the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis to Kairi Sane. Lost the rematch as well a number of weeks back, and then lost her opportunity to be a part of the Women's Elimination Chamber matchup at No Way Out, losing to the woman she beat for the title, the man Becky Lynch. So it's a losing streak for Bliss. She has lost the last 3 of her matches. Wants to get her win back tonight. Let's see if she can, or probably one of her last matches here in this series. Same with Naomi as well. Let's see if Naomi can keep the losing streak of Alexa Bliss going. His matchup has been underway. Chad Patton ring the bell. Here we go. Matchup officially on. Naomi, Alexa Bliss. 1-on-1 is Naomi with that splitting leg drop. Gotta love it when she hits maneuvers like that. Naomi now off the ropes and a splash right in the midsection of Alexa Bliss. Naomi flies into Naomi now with a springboard stunner. And again with a split leg. Cover. Pinfall here. Hooking both legs. Bliss. Able to kick out. Japan was right there to call the action. Naomi now big kick. No chop. Kick to the hammy by Alexa Bliss. The Irish Whip going to send Naomi into that corner. Oh man, Naomi now, look at that. Oh God, now look at that drop kick right at the back of the neck. Naomi on fire, so as is Alexa Bliss. Very fun contest live on Dark tonight. It's Alexa Bliss too busy showboat and Naomi springboard cross body. Back into the ring. And a cover only gets someone. For Naomi in that one. Naomi gotta keep up that pace, gotta keep her foot on the gas pedal. And this battle tonight is Alexa Bliss the Oscar connects. Down goes Naomi. 2 and a penny predicament kick out. Almost out of there. Big stomp there on Naomi. There's the stomp after stomp on Alexa Bliss connecting. By Alexa Bliss connecting while there's Bliss. Look at this insult to injury. Double knees. And again with a double knees. And they're coming right back with more. Insult to injury. Put her right in the midsection. Cover on Naomi. Bliss for the win. Live on Dark 2 and kick out. Almost had it there. Bliss very close for victory. She's on a 3-match losing streak at the moment. Ever since losing a women's world title at the Royal Rumble to Kairi Singh. Lost to Kairi again after that. And then of course to the man Becky Lynch. Well, she lost to Naomi tonight. Well, Naomi got a massive win. A massive victory in the pay window. There's Naomi, look at this. Oh, Jesus. God, look at that. Right to the back of Alexa Bliss. That cannonball sent on from the bottom rope. As Naomi, look at these kicks. Lighting up the former women's world champion. Look at AJ Lee in this bitch. Lighting up. Naomi going after the leg of Alexa Bliss now as Bliss gets to her feet. And Bliss drop kick. Look at that chest. Down goes Naomi and stomping away on her arm. Nice kick by the former champion as the stomps continue to progress on Naomi. And now Bliss picking her up. Look at this. Using her by the throat and the mini cane. There from Alexa Bliss, the sweep of the leg. After grizzling her by the throat. And Naomi back on track. Big overhand shot. Got her against the ropes. Oh, doesn't want to be there. Heat seeker by Naomi. Head first goes the former champion Bliss. And they're coming out. There's Naomi for the win. 2 count the former champion Bliss able to kick ya. Bliss wanting to get back to winning ways as the 2K26 series will be fast approaching. After WrestleMania is all said and done, we'll be back at around March, April time to kick off the next season, which I am so damn pumped for. There's so many great ideas for y'all. It's Naomi right now. Oh my God! I love it when she does that. Holy hell, that's what she said. Naomi flying off the skies there, taking out Alexa Bliss at ringside. And now Bliss sending Naomi into the barricade and Irish whips her hard. As Naomi just an incredible springboard crossbody to the outside of the ring on the Little Miss Bliss. The former champion heading hard. Top rope, however, goes Alexa Bliss. Naomi in the drop zone. Bliss, top rope, elbow, nobody there. No water in the pool. Naomi for the win. To steal it here. Got her where she wants her. Oh, God, Alexa Bliss in trouble. Look at this. Feel the glow submission. That's what Naomi calls it. Feel the glow since then. Take champ hat right there to see. And Bliss will tap out or pass out due to the pain if she does. Naomi secures a massive win here live on Dark tonight. Cinching it inside. Naomi right there on Alexa Bliss. Nowhere for Bliss to go here tonight. A massive knee connecting by Naomi there. Big knees to the top of the head. Over by Alexa. Naomi went for a jab block by Bliss. Big shot by Bliss. And now Bliss. Oh God, hooking her in there. But the DDT nicely done. That move gave Bliss success in the past. Will it tonight against Naomi? The cover the leg took the shoulder down. The 2 count and a kick out by Naomi. And Naomi fading through everything tonight. Alexa Bliss not happy with that one whatsoever. She's going to send Naomi back into the squared circle now. Not allowing Naomi to get any respite on the outside. picking her up to her feet again, whip for a smack. Naomi able to fire back with one of her own. Alexa Bliss taking her on. Naomi is as well. Here we go, hockey fight. And wasting no time here on Dark. This is what the Minneapolis, Minnesota crowd wanted to see. Well, the raw side of things tonight on Dark as Naomi comes in clothesline. Back elbow now. Time to feel like on Alexa Bliss. Irish whip sends her in the corner. Naomi in the corner now. And a big kick now. Bang! Got her! Telegraphed that. Naomi springboard said, did it get over the crossbody but enough to knock Alexa Bliss off her feet. Naomi picking her up. Massive winning coming perhaps. Got her where she wants her. Bliss don't want to be there. Split-legged moonsault. Out of the corner by Naomi. Into the cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down for a massive win over former Women's World Champion and continue her losing streak by Bliss. Getting that powerful shoulder off the canvas again. Hell of a battle tonight, Naomi. Looking to put Bliss away. A submission hold cinched then here is Naomi. Look at that's the bow and arrow. Bliss may tap out her passage to the pin here. Referee Chad Patton, senior official of Monday Night Raw there to see. That Bliss will give in to that submission hold. And look at Naomi. Cinching it inside, nowhere for Bliss to go in this contest. Look at Naomi here. Look at these shots. As Alexa Bliss. Oh, Jesus, God. Look at that back and forth. Naomi and Bliss going a drop kick there by Alexa Bliss. Holy hell. And look at that from Bliss. And her knees right on the arm. Holy hell. Bliss now double knees. And again more double knees with the insult to injury off the middle rope. Bliss in for the cover. For the win here on Dark of Naomi. Two to get a win back now. Bliss wants that momentum back, but she can't get it tonight against Naomi, man. We saw a great match between Apollo Crews and Dragon Lee. We're seeing a great match tonight with Alexa Bliss and Naomi. As Alexa Bliss came up short with that one there. As Naomi looking to fly with a slingshot cross body ringside right in front of us. It's still to come in the main event after this contest. One half of the Usos taking on one half of the Hardys, Jay and Matt. One on, one later on. But right now, it's Naomi gonna set up Alexa Bliss for the rear view. Ass to face. Lucky Bliss, if you ask me. Cover hooking the leg, shoulders down. She may be done now. May not be lucky after this one. Oh, they're still locked. Bliss able to take out again. Oh man. Another powerful kick out. From the ass to the face. How the hell she's surviving that massive ass? Big Jim gonna be teaching Alexa Bliss how to survive that, my days. And now Bliss, shoulders down to steal the pin here on Naomi, 2 count. Naomi still gonna kick ya. Oh, but referee, Chad Patton, getting caught in the crossfires there as Alexa Bliss taking him down. What the hell's Bliss doing? What's she playing at? Oh my god. Attacking the referee, Chad Patton, and going after Naomi Chan. But Naomi, from behind, shoulders down, there's no referee, though, he just get taken out. Naomi's in a pretty predicament, there would have been 2, would have been 3, she would have won. 4, 5, 6, it would have been her twice, and a kick out. Oh man, what a beating Alexa Bliss twice, if it was for Bliss. Knocking down referee Chad Patton rather. Another clothesline by Bliss. Second one connecting. And a leg lariat now by Little Miss Bliss. And now Bliss, third time in the contest with the insult to injury, or technically the fourth. Has she done it before, actually hitting both? Earlier on, Chad Patton out of his feet, as is Naomi, courtesy of Bliss, who hooks her up for a second. DDT that Chad. Bliss, cover. Leg hook, shoulders down, scoring to Alexa Bliss victorious. Getting a massive win here live on Dark. She needed that, man, breaking her losing streak and ending off the series on a good way for the former Women's World Champion. Great matchup tonight in Minneapolis. Alexa Bliss victorious over the very game Naomi here tonight. An absolute classic on WWE Dark, one for the history books. As Alexa Bliss, of course, cheating at the end, knocking down referee Chad Patton. Naomi would have had the win. Had the visual pin on Alexa Bliss. But of course, Bliss playing it smart, working smarter, not harder. She gets a massive win in your penultimate contest tonight from the Monday Night Raw side of things in Minneapolis, Minnesota. on WWE Dark. Whenever it's time, folks, for your main event of the evening. From the SmackDown side of things in Saginaw, Michigan, it's main event Jey Uso going to main event another episode of Dark, taking on the charismatic like my brother, Matt Hardy. It's next, live on Dark in your main event on the SmackDown side of things. And it's time to yeet, because we're going to have everybody yeeting here tonight. In the house, as here come the inaugural World Tag Team Champs.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Jimmy Uso from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds. Main event, Jey Uso!
There's a big opportunity for Jey tonight because this coming week on SmackDown, he, alongside Chris Jericho and Jeff Hardy, will compete in a triple threat match in a Money in the Bank WrestleMania qualifying contest. Jimmy Uso had the opportunity to go to the Money in the Bank ladder match a couple of weeks ago with Chad Gable and Kurt Angle. It was last week on SmackDown on a triple threat. He tapped out at Chad Gable. He's not going to Mania. Could Jey make it? We find out next week. But before we make it to next week, Jey Uso has to contend with this man, the bald, broken brilliance of Matt Hardy. With Jeff by his side, Matt Hardy and Jey Uso looking at main event this edition of Dark tonight. And Matt Hardy main event in the first ever episode of WWE Dark. Hell of a long time ago now at this point. Well, a year and a half ago now at this rate. Losing to Ricochet, the first ever main event of WWE Dark. Can I get a win here on the third last ever episode of Dark? Here in this 2K24 series, it's Jey, it's Matt, your main event live on Dark tonight. Here we go. From the SmackDown side of things in Saginaw, Michigan. Referee at SmackDown, the senior official of the Blue Brand, Charles Robinson, ringing the bell, and match-up now officially underway as they have a feeling out process. Here we go now with the physicality as they finally touch in the center of the ring. And it's very interesting these two go one-on-one because this time last year at WrestleMania, the World Tag Titles were on the line. It's Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, of course, the tag team champions. The Usos at that time defending their gold against the Hardy Boys. That's right, the Hardys, the challengers for the tag titles last year at WrestleMania against the Usos. It was the Usos on that night getting the tag team victory, retaining the World Tag Team Gold. So it's singles competition. Let's see how Matt fares against main event Jey tonight. And maybe if he beats them, maybe Matt takes Jey's spot in a triple threat Money in the Bank qualifier match for WrestleMania to join the likes of Ludwig Kaiser, Chad Gable, Mustafa Ali, and who we found out last night on SmackDown joining the fray, former Intercontinental Champion, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne. Jey Uso picks him up, flapjack face first, goes Matt Hardy out of canvas. There was another recent attempt for the Hardy Boys to capture tag team gold at the Royal Rumble back in Indianapolis, Indiana, where they lost out to the Undisputed Era. I mean, that's just getting hella more common. Everybody and their mama losing to the Undisputed Era as of late. Undisputed Era beating everybody that stepped in their way for the tag team titles. Whether it's the Usos, whether it's the Hardys, whether it's Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, even Kurt Angle and Chad Gable, when they were a team, they have bet them. But another team is going to be stepping up. As last night on SmackDown, right here from Saginaw, Michigan, in their home state, saw a debuting tag team officially signed to the SmackDown brand of Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns. And they defeated Gallows and Anderson in a very impressive debut to earn themselves the opportunity at the WWE Tag Team Championships against Fish and O'Reilly, the Undisputed Era, that going down at WrestleMania. Massive super kick by Jey as Jey went for a pin moments ago, but referee was too busy distracted fixing the turnbuckle pad that Jimmy Uso undone. The tension from the Usos coming very clear here, as Jey could have had the match won if it wasn't for Jimmy undoing that turnbuckle pad and distracting the referee. And Matt Hardy's going all the way up there. Where the hell you? That's all the way across the ring. Matt Hardy flying in. Steel chair sent out by Charles Robinson, brought in by Jimmy. Crossbody off the top by Matt. 1 count, turn a kick out by main event Jey's Jeff Hardy. Thought for sure that was the one for his brother there. It's a brotherly battle tonight. Jey Uso alongside his brother, taking on Matt Hardy alongside his. Just like the tag title matchup last year at WrestleMania. Action personified in your main event tonight. His main event Jey Screaming Uso, looking to fly with a tope. Suicide at ringside, taking out Matt now. Great offense here in the main event. Jey Uso taking it to the broken ball. Brilliance of Matt Hardy. Give me a yeet. Top rope. Main event Jey. Heading up high. Looking to fly. Matt Hardy in the drop zone. Elbow drop to the back of Matt Hardy. Shooting the half now. Hooking the leg. Shoulders down. Jey for the victory. Scoring 2 and a near fall. Oh man. It was also last night on SmackDown where we saw some absolute craziness pursue after the fact in the main event. Kevin Owens defeating John Cena, Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor to earn himself a WrestleMania match against the best in the world, CM Punk. All for after the match, John Cena to be viciously attacked by a pissed off Scottish warrior, Drew McIntyre. More on that in a little bit as main event. Jey Uso now in the corner. Shades of his old man Rikishi. Ass to the face. Shades and Naomi, Big Jim's missus, who done it earlier in a previous contest against Alexa Bliss in an unsuccessful outing. And it's unsuccessful there for Jey Uso as well. Matt able to kick out once again. But Jey, look at that. Saw the slingshot splash to the floor. Taking out Hardy on the outside. Man, that might be enough to make Matt Hardy grow his hair back as he is been put through the ringer by main event Jey tonight. You can imagine Jeff Hardy looking on a scout. Jey Uso's moves as Jey, Jeff and Chris Jericho meeting a triple threat. Money in the Bank WrestleMania qualifiers. Matt Hardy want to take out Jimmy, who's always distracted, but Matt is now going for Jimmy Uso and sends Jimmy in the inside of the ring. Well, that's the wrong Uso, Matt. What the hell are you doing? Jey's just letting it happen. Matt Hardy on the side effect of Jimmy Uso. But look at Jey. Schoolboy to steal one. Push the distraction. Yeah, your eyes on the wrong Uso. 2 kick out by Matt. Holy hell. And a Jey. Nice shot. Blocked. Hardy now. Twice. Stop. 3. Out of the cover, it's Charles Robinson getting rid of Jimmy Uso, but Matt's pinning Jey. Matt has the match won. Cover, this is it. 2 kick out. Jimmy Uso now been ejected. He is raging as Jey needs to go it alone against Matt Hardy in your main event tonight. Holy hell, now Matt sent it Jey to the outside. And now Matt Hardy gonna get back in the swing of things here. Look at this from the top. Springboard cross body to the outside, taking out main event Jey on the outside of the ring. Absolute incredible action tonight live on Dark this evening from Saginaw, Michigan. And the main event on the SmackDown side of things. Matt Hardy heading up high. Tippy, top, rope. Jey to his feet. Oh, missing the moonsault. And Uso spin. Nowhere. Uso cover. Hook of the leg. Shoulders down on Hardy. Scoring 2. No, there's a kick out. Shoulder up just in the neck of time. But like I was saying, folks, McIntyre assaulting Cena because he's raging and not being a part of the WrestleMania main event and losing his WWE title and losing his winning streak, as he's now lost 3 times in the series, twice to Seth Rollins, or WWE champion, and once to Royal Rumble winner and challenger for Rollins' title in the main event of Mania. The Tribal Chief, the OTC, the head of the table. Roman Reigns is Hardy, fighting back against Jey for the time being, but Jey able to fight back. But there's Matt Hardy again with a forearm, and here comes Hardy with another flurry of offense now. But I can confirm that at WrestleMania, at his locked in, Drew McIntyre wants a shot at WrestleMania. He's not going to be in the main event, but he's going to have another marquee match against John Cena. Cena also wanted his WrestleMania match. He gets it against McIntyre, but will he be 100%? I don't know, considering the beating Drew put on Cena last night on SmackDown. Set effect there by Matt, but it was a kick out by Uso. But let's talk about the aftermath of Monday Night Raw as well this past week, because LA Knight, the number 1 contender for the world title, putting down Samoa Joe, finally beating Joe in the center of the ring. But after the match, Samoa Joe was brutally attacked by the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, who's been let out of his cage again ever since returning at the Rumble, or debuting that figure at the Rumble. We've not seen him since, but we saw this past week on Raw taking out Samoa Joe, and the match has now been confirmed for WrestleMania. Samoa Joe one-on-one with the Fiend Bray Wyatt. We know Joe and Bray have a history in this series. Well, they're going one-on-one at WrestleMania. It's the Fiend, and it's Joe at Mania. But back to this main event in hand. Jey with a suicide dive, taking down Jeff Hardy following that. back suplex neckbreaker combination on Matt on the inside of the ring. And now Matt Hardy back on the attack. Oh, main event, Jey Uso to put him away here. He's run through the twist of fate. Like a neck breaker there by Matt. The cover on Jey. Hook in the leg, shoulder down. A kick out by Uso. So very close. You're going to mention Chris Jericho looking on closely. It's Jericho, Uso, and Hardy meet in a Money in the Bank WrestleMania qualifying contest coming up this coming week on SmackDown. WrestleMania clearly heating up, folks. Two big non-title matches for the Red brand confirmed. Two big non-title matches for the SmackDown brand confirmed. And massive title matches as well as Money in the Bank and the NXT title also going to be on the line at WrestleMania. With the winner of an NXT Stand and Deliver Rumble match facing the NXT champion, whoever it will be, between Carmelo Hayes and Oba Femi, whoever wins, and the main event of NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver the night before WrestleMania. But back to this contest, folks. Back and forth action. This is what the crowd has came to see tonight in Saginaw, Michigan. As they're going blow for blow. Shot for shot. Trading that heavy leather offense into a hockey fight in the middle of this arena this evening. And it's Jey Uso, second time of the matchup. And a back suplex neckbreaker combo by Jey. As he said, Uso waking up the crowd. Uso runs in a Matt Hardy. Hardy almost had the win there. Oh, sorry, Uso almost had the win, but it's Matt. Since I'm down, Uso top rope flies and crossbody by Jey. And that says that Matt Hardy down and out. Jey Uso for the win in your main event live on Dark. Off the ropes, get a hit, a steam and a spear. A spear by Jey Uso. And now Jey hit the top, sending a message directly to Jeff Hardy at ringside with a Uso splash, cover. Moving the legs, shoulders down, scoring two. He got him! Jey Uso victorious, builds momentum for the triple threat WrestleMania Money Bank qualifier, which is coming up this coming week on SmackDown. And once again, getting the win over Matt Hardy, much like the Usos did at WrestleMania last year against the Hardy Boys and retention of their world tag team titles at the time. But what a hell of a contest tonight on Dark. What a hell of a show it has been this evening. What a hell of a win for main event Jey Uso. Let's see if, unlike Jim, he can punch his ticket into the WrestleMania Money and the Bank ladder match. But that's all we have time for here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us from the SmackDown side of things in Saginaw, Michigan. Monday Night Raw side of things in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And from the NXT side of things in Daytona Beach, Florida. We'll see you next week starting off with Raw. Don't miss it. We'll see you there. And peace.